Hey, welcome back. Ready to see a walk around in the new 2019 Camaro SS? Yeah, I don't know what this is. I just saw it laying around. Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Now if you're a returning viewer, you know that I picked up this brand new 2019 Camaro SS a couple weeks ago, and I've been promising you a full review of the car, to let you know the options I got on it and all that good stuff. So that's what we're going to do today. But in case you are new to the channel, really quickly let me just tell you a little about it. I'm a wheelchair user and a car enthusiast. So here on the channel, we got the Camaro, we got the square body, and we got wheelchairs. So, if that sounds cool, you want to tag along, hit that subscribe button. But anyway, let's get right to this. Yeah, I'm going to go around, show you first. I'll talk about the overall Camaro SS model, in case you're not familiar with it too much, and then I'll run down, exactly which options that I chose for it. I did special order it. So first I'll give you a little information about the the overall Camaro SS model, and then I'll tell you about this car specifically. So you may already know this, but the Camaro comes in tons of different models and trims, but currently only two models come with a V8 engine. That is the Super Sport, or the SS, and the ZL1. Now this is the Super Sport, and it is the only model offered with the naturally aspirated V8. It's a 6.2 liter, and then the ZL1 also has a 6.2 liter, but it is supercharged, and there's a significant difference on the internals of it. So it's the Super Sport, but there are different trim levels you can get on the Super Sport. There's a 1SS and a 2SS. Basically the only difference between them is the 2SS has more fancy interior features like leather, more safety features and lighting and just pretty stuff. And there are some other features that are not only cosmetic, but as far as performance, between the two, they're pretty much the same. And because I'm not crazy about fancy pretty stuff, I pretty much only care about the performance aspects of the car, I chose the 1SS. So that's what this is. So now that we're kind of up to speed as to which model it is, again it's the SS or Super Sport, I'll go over the specific options that I chose for the car beyond just the base model. So like I said, the car is the 1SS trim level, which is the more plain level, but I did get a few extra options. So I guess we could start here at the front end, and this is actually probably my favorite part of the car, or at least the options that I chose. That's the front splitter, and this part that sticks out from the bumper. And to me, I know this front end has had a lot of controversy, but with these splitters, that just changes the whole, overall look of the front end, and it really helps. And to me, I don't know, I like this front end, especially with this color. Now, with some colors, it does kind of clash, but with these darker colors, it's growing on me, and I think it looks better in person than it does on camera anyway. But anyway, I did get the front splitter added to the base model. What do you guys think about the front end? Do you hate it overall like some do? Do you like it with some colors? Do you think the splitter helps? Let me know what you think in the comments. Oh, and if you don't know, this is kind of cool. The 2019s are the first year that implemented the flow tie. See, it's hollow. supposed to let air in. They're already on the Z01s prior to this year, but this is the first year they started putting them on the SS's. So I think that's pretty cool. It's coming on around. I did get these black wheels. Now there's several wheel options you can get on these cars, but this is just the cheapest black wheel option. I think they're only like 300 bucks more, so you know, I like them pretty good. I do plan on changing them, but until I do, I think they look pretty good. So next up is the sunroof. I did get this option added to the base model. I don't know, I've never had a car with a sunroof, and I think they look pretty cool when they're open, so I went ahead and got it. As far as interior options, I guess you might call the sunroof an interior option, but other than that, I didn't get anything. The interior is completely 100% base model. Now even with the 1SS, you can choose several different options, like the lights around the door panels. Now it comes standard with the 2SS, but honestly that stuff is just very expensive and it's just not worth it to me. I'm primarily only interested in this car for the performance aspect. I mean, sure, they are cool, I'd like to have them, but I just wasn't willing to pay for it. So that is actually it as far as the cosmetic upgrades. I did get one more option, and that is the GM Performance cold air intake. You can see here. And let me tell you why I did this. I wanted a cold air intake. I didn't want to, well, for one thing, I didn't want to have to worry about doing it after you know, I got the car. But the primary reason that I got this one from the factory is because GM actually tunes the car for this specific intake, and to me that's worth a lot. Obviously I don't want to tune the car to an aftermarket intake, because you know, if you tune the car, you're probably going to void the warranty, and I'm not willing to do that just for a cold air intake. If you don't tune the car for the new intake, you're not going to see the potential of it in the car, and in fact it may not even, it could even hurt the car because it's not tuned for that intake. So to me this was the best route, and it also looks pretty good underneath the hood. So again, this is the 6.2 liter V8 engine. It's naturally aspirated, obviously, and in case you don't know, these engines are rated for 455 horsepower and an equal 455 pound-feet of torque. Oh, and something that GM has offered on the 2019 SS's for the first time is the A10 10-speed transmission, which this car does have. Oh yeah, so moving on back, I'm going to show you an option that I didn't get on purpose, and that is the dual mode exhaust. If you've seen much on the Camaros, you notice that you usually see a quad tip exhaust, meaning that there's two tips on each side. If you notice this one only has one, it's because it does not have the dual mode or NPP exhaust feature, meaning that it does not get louder and quieter depending on which mode you're in. Now, I did this on purpose because I do not care about the stealth mode. I want it to be loud all the time, and to get that option, it was an additional $1,000, so I wasn't willing to pay for that because I knew I was gonna, you know, I actually am gonna take the exhaust, the factory exhaust off and replace it with Flowmasters, so I didn't want to cut the $1,000 mechanism off just so I could have quad tips. Now you can get, you know, systems from aftermarket factories like Flowmaster with the NPP functionality, but again, I'd rather just have it one way all the time. So I purposely did not get, and if you saw my video of picking this car up, I actually went to the muffler shop on my way home and set up an appointment to get the Flowmasters installed. But in some really big trouble. I won't go into detail about it, but the Flowmasters are still not on. Hopefully I'm going to get them put on Wednesday. I may make a video about that because I think I learned a kind of a valuable lesson. I think you guys might be interested in knowing. So keep an eye out for that. And also keep an eye out for the exhaust video. I'm going to show what the Flowmasters sound like. Similar to the other videos I've made on my old truck. So keep an eye out for that. I'll post them up here in the card. So guys, that's about it. Like I said, I didn't get too many options. This is pretty much the base model SS, with, you know, just the options that I showed you. But stay tuned because I got mods coming from the car. Like I said, I'm getting the exhaust system put on it hopefully the day after tomorrow, at least at the time of filming this. This probably won't be posted until maybe even the day I get it done, but anyway, just know that that's coming out pretty soon. But like I said, if you want to tag along with this whole adventure, hit that subscribe button. And if you want to see some more videos, I'll post them somewhere here. If you want to subscribe, there'll be a button somewhere here. And I'll see you in the next one.